Our sister RP is in the place to be. What's up, sister?
Et Sin E. How you doing?
Et Senate E. I'm doing nefer.
Oh, great, great. Um, well, I got it today. I was thinking it was coming from France, but then I did the tracking and it was outside actually when I went to check, and here it is.
Oh, that's what's up. It's just like my hat. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Let me do the solo layout. There it is, brothers and sisters. That's
yeah.
what's up.
I really like this. Yeah, so I have an after school program that I help facilitate. And I'm going to wear this because we're going to start talking about coding. So I'm going to
Okay.
use this as an introduction because this is a code. It's
Mm.
ancient code, but it's still a code. And then we're going to be able to, demonstrate. I'll be able to demonstrate to them the meanings inside each of the, glyphs and stuff. So, but yeah, I was looking online and I was like, this is actually like really good designs. So as soon as I get some more, extra money, I'm gonna get the matching hat, and I want to get a Ma'at shirt. But I really like the Kemet one to start with. Yeah, so it's really good, and the prices ain't bad either. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
but
Donnie
you know what?
Williams wrote. Yes, go ahead,
Hmm?
sister. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that boonie cover, the hat. I don't know what they call. I call it a boonie cover. I really like that with the
The bandana?
nah. It's
Or the cover, the protection cover thing.
yeah, it goes all the
Yeah.
way around. That's the one I want to get next too. Yeah.
You. Oh, do you mean that?
It's a hat that I don't know what they call it. It's like a
Oh,
beach
like a
hat.
beanie low,
Yeah.
like a hat for winter, like.
Or that you would wear if it's sunny, but it goes all the way around.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get it. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that was added. you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
like
right.
that one
Okay.
too. But
Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
got it. Proud owner of my own my Art
Kemet shirt.
Forever shirt. Kemet. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, brother Donnie Williams. See, you got your
Yeah,
mail.
yeah. What's up, Shaka? I was gonna do just a. I know it's a serious topic, but I was gonna do a little
No, no, I appreciate that, bro. I'm
unboxing.
glad.
So
I'm glad. Yeah, yeah. Live
yeah.
unboxing, bro. You don't mind if I use this excerpt, like as a clip, my
No,
intro?
no,
Oh,
it's all
thank you,
good.
thank you. And
Yeah,
for those who wonder, I'm gonna share the link.
yeah.
All right, that's lovely.
Yeah, I got the Heather Gray. Oh man, yeah,
Oh, you got the
I
Kemet
didn't.
shirt as well. Okay,
Yeah, I didn't know it had that on the back
in the
though.
back. Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice. That's what's up,
that's
man.
lovely. Oh, thank you. I
So
appreciate that.
yeah. So just letting you know, just coming through, showing some support real quick, man. I'm about to get back into this Netflix film. So um, just wanted to say peace, man, and thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, brother.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Hotep Senu Hena Senut, Yitiren Ishakanduku Kemeta, just to see my shirt. That's the white one. I do have the black one as well. Look at this motif on the sleeves. Look looking flower. Oh my goodness. Oh my neferu. Neferbu. Even having it in the back, but it's going to be a bit difficult for me to show you. But you see a little bit of it here. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And this is the black ma'at shirt. Look at this, man. That's what's up for real. Oh my neferu. Neferbu. Hotep senu. Hena senut. Iti. Ren I. Shakandugu kemet. That's the deal. Can't even check the design in the back. Hold on. Hold on now. Oh my goodness, man. All the way in the back. You got it all, man. You got the hat, you got the bandana, you got the shirts, you got the hoodies coming soon. I mean, you have it all. All right? Okay. One, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Hotep Sinu Hena Sinut E Tiren E Shakanduku Kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Olmec Heads. Oh, I can see I made a mistake. I spelled Olmec wrong. Let me correct that. Corrected. Olmec Heads, do you think it shows black people? Now, I had some reaction already with the community post. I'll put it on the screen. That live stream was not scheduled. There's one in an hour. What? In an hour? In 45 minutes. How about Champollion? Some people will be surprised at what Champollion said. I wonder if people are going to label him Afrocentric. Now, baisse le volume, Merod. Merod, baisse le volume. So in my community timeline, that's what I have. I only put Olmec Heads. And some of you may know that for a long time, I said that as far as I'm concerned, the phenotype could very well be the Maori type, people from Tahiti, Samoan type, you know. Here you have an example. Now let's see the comments. Out of the Telescope Channel, who wrote Great Point. Of Kimberly World, who wrote frills. Yep, I don't know what frills mean. You know what frills mean? Let me know. I have no idea what frills mean. If Bennett's in the place to be, he wrote, maybe Caucasian made these like Chief X zooms about Kemet. You have the link here to get on the panel. I'm going to be long with this one, in 45 minutes. I have the other scheduled live stream. Dang. But that person wrote, these are the real Olmecs, not the $5 Olmecs. And Donnie Williams liked that comment. Dave Ramesses wrote, that dude doesn't look African. The statue head does. South Americans can't prove they carved those heads. Can Africans prove they carved those heads? No. Dave wrote that the statue does look African. Wow. Depends what you want to see, man. Now there's some other comment as well. Rakim Heru wrote, they are not African, not these Mexicans. These Mexicans are not the real Olmecs. Once you take the helmet off and see the willows peak and the woolly braids going from front to back, then people cannot braid their hair from front to back without the use of rubber bands. Feel free to show me those braids. We've seen that for a long time. People have claimed that we do have kinky hair on the Assyrians. So people may be quick to label something kinky hair when it is not. Floasis H2 Flow wrote, there is too much proof that the Olmec are African, especially the connection between them and the Twa people and the Kemetic god Ptah being a figure that they venerated. Also, the back of the Olmec heads have braids. What about the other Olmec heads that have afros? See, I love you, brother, but you're not bringing all the ingredients to the table, just the ones that make your dish taste good. Well, please show us the too much or too many proof that the Olmec are Africans. I don't know about the connection with the Olmec heads and the Twa people and the Kemetic god Ptah. So he also mentions that the Olmec heads have braids. I mean, I type in, is this sharing? Now what she has on there, quality is not great. What she has on, isn't that called braids? Well, let me know, man. I saw this opposition and I figured, let me give them an opportunity so we can chop it up. I see brother V Bennett in the place to be. How you doing, brother?
Oh, good, Shaka. Can you hear me? What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well, brother.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes this mic, on these headphones is not that good.
Oh, now
But
it's okay.
yeah, I can see. Okay, what you showing now? What's this?
Well, somebody said, that the Olmec heads have braids, so I'm showing this picture, and that lady has braids here. So, just showing,
Mm,
but that's what I've been saying for a long time. That as far as I'm concerned, you know, this Olmec head may represent this type of ethnic group, for lack of a better word, the Samoan type, the people from Tahiti, you know what I'm saying?
well, I think for me, I think it's kind of like it has been an ongoing debate for a while. As soon as the discoveries were made, right? When were the Olmecs head first discovered? You remember what year that was?
I really don't know.
Offhand? Yeah, but it's in the 1900s, right? It was under the ground, and so it's not. Yeah, it wasn't discovered earlier than the 1900s. I mean, as far as modern science or modern historians, right? But my initial thoughts are, where does the technology come from? Because that would be my first thought. You know, we don't debate that the Kemites had the technology or the Nubians had the technology, right? We don't debate that. So my question is, where are the signs of the technological development in South America? That would be the first thing I would think about. That could lead people to the answer
Well, we do
of
have
who
signs
built
of technological
it.
advancement with uh, well, I don't like to use the term pyramid, but those Inca and Mayan structures.
Right. Yeah, but my thoughts are, I mean, do you think that they're unrelated? Do you think that the development is unrelated, like between, because these heads are dated, like, what's the date?
Oh, I don't even know.
3500,
I don't even know what
three
dating
thousand
is.
BC?
Oh, I doubt they will be that old, but I never even see Olmec heads. That old, really?
I don't
Olmec
know. I
head.
mean, some people are dating them differently, but yeah, let's see.
Uh, okay, let's
Just
see
for the
together.
record.
Let's see together. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna share another page so I can go back there. Whatever Wikipedia is worth. Do you have an article on Britannica? So there are 17 huge heads. Okay. Now this one is the Olmec mask. So
Right. That's what they say.
uh,
I don't even. What about this one, for
kind of
example?
look like a slanted eye. But for the record, I never seen this.
Like
Usually
this one?
they kind of the same
Because
one. Like,
I mean, you have to move this. You have to move this around, right? So
oh, maybe not. Maybe they had a rock and they
it was
carved
in place.
directly. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying maybe they
Mm-hmm.
carved. And then they dispose of the rest. But let's see if they give. Okay. That Olmec civilization is circa. Well, it's a big gap between 1200 BC and 400 BC.
Oh,
So
okay, that's not old. That's not
yeah,
old. Okay,
but the gap is big though. We have
but
800
that's
year
not
gap.
older than the Sphinx. Yeah, but that's not older than the
Yeah.
Sphinx. So
Now here that's Wikipedia. Now dating the monuments remain difficult because of the movement of many of their original contexts prior to archaeological investigation. Most have been dated to early pre-classic period between 1500 to 1000 BC. But you know what's funny is that
what?
here we have this dating, but the civilization itself, um, the Olmec civilization. Well, here, the second sentence says the heads date from at least 900 BC. So I don't know why. Okay, they're talking about monuments, I guess, not specifically the heads. But here we have 900 BC, which will make more sense to me because previously the civilization of the Olmecs was dated, between 1200 to 800 BC. So I'm like, how could we go all the way back to 1500 BC, basically 300 before the civilization? So at least we have that date here, 900 BC.
Right, and the Olmecs, they don't have pyramids, right? They don't connect those to the pyramids in
Oh
South
well, the
America.
pyramids, it may be the Mayans. I mean, to me,
Right.
uh, because
They,
South
they say
America. Mhm.
right. Yeah, they say the Olmecs are they're the beginning or the progenitors of the Mayans and the rest, right?
I don't know that. Let me see. If hold on, Olmec civilization. Um, Olmec flourished during Mesoamerica formative period, dating roughly from as early as 1500 BC to 400 BC. And then let's see the Mayans. Mayan. Um, here they're talking about. Well, they will come after. Yeah, definitely.
Right. They're the
Um,
progenitors
yeah, if it's
of
here they're talking about,
Mesoamerican culture.
yeah,
That's what they say.
yeah,
That's what I thought, right?
it's CE, yeah, yeah, indeed. And
So
here
my
we
thoughts
have
on
this this
okay,
very
go ahead.
famous thing. I mean, I don't know how. Hold on.
Yeah, these
What-
pyramids are not that old, basically.
Oh, step. Yeah, they call it a step pyramid. Yeah, then they're not that old. That one is between the 8th and the 12th century AD. And
Right.
the one in Giza is like 2400
So
BC. Yeah.
my thoughts is that, you know, things don't strike, nature or ingenuity doesn't strike twice. It got to strike in one place first, right? And then it spreads out. So, you know, I don't know if it's, if people necessarily need to debate who the heads represent, but I think it's more curious to me about, I'm more so, I don't like the idea that Africans never came to America. That's
Well,
the
that's
thing where
something else. That's something
that's
else.
something else.
Mm.
Because I'm curious. Like I think cultures get passed around to people. We see it all the time, and in fact, that's what a lot of people that believe that Kemetic culture came in through the Levant. They claim that they passed it on to them, and then it went deeper into Sudan. That's the alternative claim, right? Now, so my thoughts are okay. So who passed this on to them? I mean, who were they in contact with? That's my thoughts, and it could be that you have different racial types, um, that like this person that you see, their face, what you would call Native Americans or whatever, right? Um, it could be or Native Islander people. It could be that they're one ethnic type. But my question is just where does the technology come from? Because I think that points more to who's behind this essentially. I don't think people just jump out from one day to the next and start making copies of stuff or exhibiting the same type of techniques as someone else in another continent. There have to be some kind of contact. So I'm just curious about that.
My
What's
bad.
your thoughts?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with the Olmecs and the Mayan civilization. I've seen a lot of Moors or people who consider themselves indigenous to the Americas, and they've been showing paintings, just like some are showing pictures, black and white pictures of Indians. But then if we put, for example, Olmec paintings, and with those paintings, they were kind of, I mean, that it shows black people. Um, yeah, that kind of painting here. I mean, they are definitely dark. They are on that. I mean, on that picture, it is dark. But you have a few others. Hold on. Yeah, depictions like this. But when you see the phenotype, shape of the head, they really look like people that you will find in Latin America. But Hold on. Opening a new window.
or
Yeah.
Native America.
Yeah. What did I say?
Yeah, you said Latin America, but this is before
Oh yeah, yeah.
any.
I'm in Native America. Yeah. Well, I mean, basically South America. Um, Olmec. Let me try Mayan paintings in. Yeah, you may have more Mayan paintings, but um, I'm wondering maybe I may have seen one where they had some leopard skin, which is similar to what we can see in Kemet.
Right there's a big cultural, a lot of focus been put on the cultural practices of the Olmec versus certain African groups, and of course, that's up to anybody's own judgment. But in some ways, it seems like they are e- exhibiting many of the same technologies. I mean, in the clothing, in the weaponry. Yeah, and I don't know enough about Olmec religion. You know, you could say like I don't know their practices, but yeah, it seems like there's also seems like it's a possibility that you're not dealing with in America one particular ethnic group. As we like to think of Native Americans as being one type of even racial stock, you could say. And I'm just curious myself if that's very accurate, or if this time period there were like multiple different groups sharing, you could say, sharing culture, uh, yeah, learning from each other, passive trading, essentially. But I know it can kind of sound like I'm pushing the theory of Africans came to the Americas when I'm saying that, but it's out of just genuine curiosity. Like to me, it just seems like there's so many similarities in the two that there had to be some sort of bridge between the two, some sort of missing link, you could say. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Sunshine Road similar ingenuity can develop independently. The thing, there's many paintings, when we go to the images, but I guess a fair bit of them are probably contemporaneous to us. Um, it would be interesting to review those who are actually, from the time period, that would be most likely in museums or other places. But in some of those in the images, I did see some where they had a leopard skin, but I don't know if it's an artist that drew that recently. Um, but yeah, I want to see, if people come in and try to tell us about what makes them think that we're dealing with black people. As a matter of fact, we'll see what they put in the comments. Because the thing is that we have a lot of claims, but was the evidence? What are the arguments? Because that's one thing that is used a lot by Moors. To claim, okay, yeah, we're indigenous to this place. Look at this. And a lot of time, I've seen so many times over the years where they show pictures, black and white pictures of Native Americans, or Indians, misnomer. Um, and they are black and white pictures, and some of them, do have kind of dark skin, yeah, like a tan or something, but they don't look black at all to me.
yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, and it's also like some of these images. I'm just curious myself. I mean, like when I see this image that you put up of the native, I don't know who you said it was Samoan or, you know, I'm just curious about their actual ethnic stock themselves. Like, I mean, because there has been this, the previous concept was is that, you're Caucasians or whatever, they come from one space on earth, Negroes. This is what people have been taught for generations they come from another space on Earth and that they don't interact. And my thoughts are, if these people do interact, then what do the people? What is the result of their interaction? I mean, because these guys got some, what you would call, you could look at their features outside of their hair, and you might still wonder or guess, do they have some sort of African ancestry, partial or whatever? I mean, typically that's what we would do. Even today, we would say that we would call this a mixed person almost. Some of these people, not all of them, but we could guess that, right? So, I mean, I don't know enough about South American history, but and I don't, to be honest with you, I don't think they've discovered enough of it myself. You know, I don't think enough focus is put on that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they learn many new things about South America coming in the future, about the people that have lived there, because it seems like there's a lot of gaps.
And do you think the Olmec heads represent black people?
Yeah, me? You asking me?
Yeah.
Uh, I at one time I definitely did, but then I have to say not all of them. Some of them, when I look at them, I see other people there. I don't like when you show that mask. They say that's an Olmec mask. I don't see the same thing when I don't see the same type uh facial features. I see different ones. Like that mask you put up doesn't look anything like this one, this Olmec head. And so that's one of the things that led me to to start thinking like, wait a second, are we dealing with multiple groups of people that are called Olmec or maybe lived under the Olmec civilization? I mean, civilizations are they can they can look different. They don't always have to have one exact look necessarily, one exact you know, type necessarily all the time, and I'm starting to think in South America, that this is might be what we're dealing with here with some of this stuff. Because again, I don't agree. Somebody else said in the chat that ingenuity can sometimes, similar ingenuity can sometimes strike in different places. But when I look at these Olmec heads and I look at those pyramids, I don't see it as similar. I see it as the same. Like somebody is definitely getting pointers from something that existed before. I definitely see that. Now, whether these people look like this or not, I don't know. I can't say it. I do believe it's good to bring up this idea you're bringing up that hey, these guys have some big. They look strangely like these Olmec heads. They look like the Olmec heads. You can't look at them and say that they don't look like them. They do. But then you could also bring up some African heads and people that look like these Olmec heads too, and then it becomes kind of like, okay, so where do we go from there? Then it would be the anthropology, right? Um, Also in the archaeology, trying to find more what burial sites, right? And yeah, but oddly enough, you would think that 1200 BC is not that old. You would think it wouldn't be that hard to stumble across that evidence, because we're not talking about 4000 BC. We're not talking about 10,000, or are we? I mean, do you think these structures and these things are dated correctly? That's another thing I've heard. I mean, do you think they're dated accurately?
I don't know. I don't know. But there's a big gap. But I don't think at this point we have reasons to believe that with this uh, time frame they will be wrong, because they will not give that date only based on the heads. It will be also on the the civilization itself. But let me just
Right.
greet the other people in the chat. Sugar Hayes wrote the Olmecs are definitely not West African. But they aren't the only people with those facial features. Facts over personality rule. The simple answer is no. Stop claiming other people's history. Shaking my head. Um, Facts over personality. Do you think that we were claiming that they were black? Now, Andrew Bruno is in the place to be. How you doing? Storm is in the place to be as well. How you doing? Now, fast forward personality role. He been talking for about 5 minutes and didn't answer the question. I think he answered the question. Maybe he didn't pay attention, but you can chill. It's like you don't need to come and be like this is like some sort of battle and putting those smileys and stuff like that. I mean, you don't have to be talking sideways or anything like that. We don't mind if you disagree. You know, we can just be cool about it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you're gonna like my next piece. And let me just share it. My next
Or
piece.
facts over personality can get up here and talk himself.
Oh, usually when people get like that in the chat, they don't call in. They don't get on the panel. But
Speak your mind, bro. Speak your mind. That's what I do. I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for you.
yeah. But here my next piece is what Champollion, father of Egyptology, Afrocentric. I think people gonna like that one. you know, and and also people may have a look at the thumbnail. Champollion with that dashiki. Scarf or whatever you want to call it.
hmm
So
He's
people
looking
gonna see
real
what.
good, man.
Yeah.
He was cap. He's an Afrocentric, man.
It's a question. It's a question. So I'm gonna quote him, and then people will be able to just say what they think. If they think it was Afrocentric, because the thing that he wrote, to his brother, um, if black people say it today, then most likely people will say, "Oh, those are Afrocentric people." you know what I'm saying? But it was Champollion who wrote it. But they're gonna see what I'm. I mean,
Yeah.
some know about the quote that I'm gonna go over, but some people don't know.
I mean, if
So
anybody else want to get up here and share their knowledge on the Olmecs, I think that's cool. I mean,
here's
me,
the link, and the requirement is to use a webcam. So if for whatever
I
reason people
remember,
don't want to use a webcam, then just use the chat. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when Clive Winters came out with his. You remember that, right? I
But
remember reading that, man. It's like 20 years ago.
Catherine is different, man. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
diplomatic.
and he did come with the claim of that they're. If I'm correct, He's the one who came with the claim that they're African, right?
Well, I don't know if it's the first one, but that's the brother who said that he deciphered the Meroitic script, isn't he?
Yes, I think. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
there
What's
was there
your
was
take
many
on that?
claims. When the Amen squad was going at me, uh, um, they actually had Clyde Winters on the show once. So I was quoting. I mean, I played some of the things he said, and it was different. It was different. So hey, he said some
Yeah,
stuff that sounded exotic to me, but
he
I don't
said the
know.
Olmec was akin to the Mendes script, I
Um,
believe.
I
Is
don't
that
know.
what it is? Is that
I
did he
mean,
come with that claim?
I can't remember. That was like a decade ago, but he said he made several, exotic claims. I mean, claims that sounded exotic to me, but I don't know it all. It's just a shame, I don't have the the stream more. But hey, the stream may be there still, on the Amon Ra Squad Blog Talk Radio. You know what I'm saying? Because actually, you know what? Let me look for it. I put Clyde Winters and I put Amon Ra Squad, and maybe they had it more than once. Uh, hold on, let me put Blog Talk Radio, Blog Talk Radio, Amon Ra Squad, and hopefully, I cannot search. Dang. They have quite many. They have many pages. So okay. I'm gonna do it some other way. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. The show is actually called Destruction of the Black Civilization Show. And it says home of the Almara Squad. But when I do a search on, it didn't come up. But anyway. Well, I have just about 15 minutes left, and then I move to my next stream about Champollion. So if somebody wants to holler on the panel, you have the link there. If they wanna holler in the channel, in the chat, then be my guest. The chat is open to everybody right now. But in the next stream, it will only be for supporters. So it's all good. People can just leave comments, but also there were quite a few comments. I'm aware that many people consider that it shows black people. I'm talking about the Olmec Heads. And we can talk about it. What I've been saying for years also is that for those who claim that black people are indigenous to America, if that was the case, then we will have some words in our vocabulary, that will be some from some Native American languages. You know what I'm saying? We will have some trace. You know,
Yeah, I don't even think this. I don't think we indigenous to America, but I don't think that has much to do with the Olmecs. I mean, you don't have to be necessarily I don't know, indigenous, to well, I guess the big deal with this is like the idea that the Olmecs are seen as the progenitors to Mesoamerican culture, that it's a big deal who that is, who those people are, and proving which stock of people becomes like very politicized, right? So, but I don't think you have to be indigenous to America to have come to America. And that's what I'm curious about. Like, because again, we're not talking about 4,000 BC. I mean, they claiming the Sphinx was built in 4,000 BC to possibly up to 9,000 BC. These are structures carved, stone carved also, and these are from 1200 BC. So my thoughts are, okay, how do you just where did you start doing this at? Where's the beginning of the stone carving in America? When did it begin? And if it just began in 1200 and they're building pyramids, step pyramids, and there's already step pyramids in Africa, to me, it just, I'm not saying there's an exact link or there has to even be a link, but it would seem odd to not wonder if there was a link or try to find out if there's a link.
well, that's what I would like people to show us, because from the comments that I've read, it seems like people have so much evidence to show, so much evidence to share. Now I know I did not, did I even share? I must have shared the stream in the timeline, like just a few minutes before. Yeah, 30 minutes before. So but hey, it's okay. They can leave some comments. They can leave some links in the comments. They can quote some books, give us some page numbers. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe direct us to some video. We'll see what their arguments, their references are. Shouldn't be long. We'll see. Um, the Olmec heads for many people has been like an established fact. Something established. Like okay. Then indeed, some people argue that Africans got to America way before Columbus. Some people mention the brother of Mansa Musa, who may, well, I'm not sure if he was supposed to be the ruler, and then Mansa Musa took over. But some people mention that. Now I don't know. I don't know exactly what evidence they have for that happening. Partly the brother of Mansa Musa would have died or disappeared in the sea. But hey, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's true. How much evidence is there of that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? It is a bit slow, so I'm gonna start the next stream. I'm gonna start it 10 minutes early. and then we're gonna see what people have to say about Champollion. So let me just share the link once again. Join us there. There it is. Feel free to join me there. All right. Thank you, brothers and sisters, and I'll see you in a minute.